to the other families is that, well, do seek out the resources. There is a great network out there. I've learned more about the resources that are available. But certainly the Royal Ottawa is, because Luce and I had gone to a training session there, and they give out a list. They have information seminars. So if you suspect that your child has mental health issues, you know, find out information such as at the Royal Ottawa. The other information actually I have is on grieving families, because I've had that type of support given to me by people who've come to me to see me at the funeral home and at the church. Was actually for grieving families, not specifically about mental health. But mental health, yes, there's some great services out there, including the Royal Ottawa, which is the charity that is designated for Luce's memory. You do find out, it is comforting and reassuring to see how much Luce was loved by others in the community, friends and colleagues. People have come to see me from where she worked at the teen center from 12 years ago and say how she impacted their life, and so that's been a lot of comfort for me. So a lot of people have said, Jacques, I don't know what to tell you. You know, they call me or they came to see me at the funeral home or at the church, and I tell them, you being here or calling me is the message. So I'm very grateful for that. And again, I'm very grateful for the media, for the compassion it's shown to my family, and the success in my first visit with my son, because they had published, the two Ottawa dailies had published articles on how I was supporting him, and the detention center staff at Ottawa Carleton Detention Center had showed him that article, and it reassured him that, because he didn't know what to expect from me. You know, he thought I'd be an angry parent, but instead, as per the Ottawa Sun and others, he could read that I was going to support him and that I loved him.
You never had a doubt in your mind that you would?
That I would support him? No, it was clear that there was some kind of illness. You know, he could not have willingly done this. You know, there's just no way. So I knew that, you know, he needs help. So I got to help him. We can't undo what happened. We can only go forward. And for him, I have to, you know, he has to somehow deal with what he did, and I can't bring it up. I have to just say, Chris, you got to look ahead, because a lot of people are praying for him. And it's been great that people that have told me that have said, we're praying for you and Carrie Ann, but we're also praying for Chris. So that was kind of touching, the people that have told me that, because they understand that this wasn't a robbery or anything like that. It was some kind of psychotic event, some kind of illness that was at the root of it. Luce was she was a loving mother. She did everything. She did everything for Chris, especially. You know, she tried to get him help. She worked so hard at that, more than I did. But she was so creative, and a loving parent, and it showed through all the tributes that friends and family have given, how she affected them and people she'd worked with. So it's just a very much loving person, and so creative, scrapbooking and clothing. So such a loss.